Alright. So that air shock has a hole in it. There's a hole somewhere around here. It's not this crack, but it's somewhere around here it leaks. I want to put slime in there. See, it's totally deflated right now. I want to put slime in it, but how the hell do you get to that up there? That's surrounded by metal. What the frig? I don't see how to get into that section. GT500. Okay, so you're supposed to pull that metal clip at the top there, right in the middle of the video. You're supposed to pull it off, but then you're also supposed to reach in through here and undo the air things in back there and the wire. Yeah, that's not happening. You can't get your hand in there. I'm supposed to reach in. Here's the clip right there. And I'm supposed to reach in back to the air thing that's back there. And then there's supposed to be electrical too. Oh, there's enough play back there to drop it down. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so I got the metal clip out from in there. Now you're supposed to go in and unclick that electrical stuff. I don't know how I'm doing that. So I'm thinking, okay. I pull this out. I wonder if I can get this thing to come out, and then I can unclip it. Try to reach up in there and unclip that. Oh, so coming in on this side, you get a better option on this. Where's the electrical? When you're going to take this off, don't. Oh, come on, focus. God damn it. Focus. Don't pull on these, just spread them a little and push, because otherwise you'll snap them off. As you see, I got the other side is snapped off. Now this, I believe you have to pull this metal clip off, and then you could twist this thing off, I believe. Yeah, there it is. And then twist again. Not so bad. Okay. Alright. So, this is out. This is Air Ride Firestone. Of course, I just blew in here. There's an O-ring in there. I just blew in there. The O-ring fell out. Murphy's Law. Tell me where that O-ring is. I'm sitting right here. I just blew in there and it fell out. Hit here. Tell me where it is. It's in view. Do you see it? No. Why would it be over there? It's got to be under the cardboard, right? No. 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 Murphy's Law. Where the hell is that O-ring? Like, what the hell? Everything. Always when you work on a car, as soon as something falls, it's going to go in the absolute impossible area. Now I'm getting dirty hands in this. I think you're supposed to silicone these. Do not put grease on them. Alright, so I need to, freaking fuddled, or whatever that means. Now I lost the straw. So I need to, there's a straw. I need to get this into that slot in there. The leak is, I believe, on this side. Right there. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere near the bottom. You can't see it here because when it's inflated, this spreads out. So I need to get this stuff into that slot. No, I'm not going to do that on camera. It's actually not turning out that bad. I'm just going to put this whole thing in there. Now that I'm camera, I'm kind of missing the slot a little. I got to take it off camera so I can finish. Just for the help of getting the part number top there. And so I got it all in there. I put most of it in. There's only a little bit left. I figured, nah, I might as well not just put the whole thing in. But it's pretty much all in there. Now the question is, how do I when I put this back up in there, I gotta not tilt it. Interesting. We got a hole in there. Is that another way to clip it in? This is plastic up here. And when you're taking this out, tilt it a little and just knock all the dirt out of here. Otherwise, you're going to get the dirt all nice in your face. Lovely. All right. Don't forget your O-ring, bra. All right. I got the cart raised. We see some where the leak is. Well, I got this filled and then raised up, and that's where our leak is. At this point, you would hear a psss. Now the bottom piece didn't clip in. Supposedly there's a clip for the bottom piece, but there's absolutely nothing there. Supposedly it was a C-clip. I know when I lifted it, it was being held there, maybe because of its natural position. It was being like that. I don't see any clips on the ground. I feel up in that hole. I don't know what the clip looks like, but it's most likely rusted out, and this is not the original axle. This other idiots friggin' gave me an axle off a van or something like that because they didn't want to fix the differential. So it's not the original, so it is possible. They were a bunch of hacks, so it is possible that whatever clip and etc. is supposed to be there, they never put on. I gotta lift the other side and see if that's leaking. I don't think it was, because I went to lift it up off the axle when it was in the air, and it wouldn't move because the ball was still full of air. That's interesting. That's all it's done so far. And that bag is full. Now, I don't know if this is normal. I keep doing videos on these freaking axles on this car. In the last 2 years, I keep getting rubbing on this side when I'm going around a right turn. Now it's in, out. I'm going to raise the other side and see if I could do that. I mean, the thing that's keeping this is the C-clip and the differential. There's the pin. There's a metal pin. The differential, the shaft goes in here, and the other shaft comes here, and there's a pin in the middle. And then a C-clip. When the shaft comes in, there's a C-clip here holding the shaft so it can't pull out. So it probably is normal that I can do this. But I got to check the other side, because the only thing that holds it in is that C-clip. There's a C-clip. Shaft goes in, and then there's that metal pole in there that goes in, and that makes this thing. You know, I'm not going to be talking out of my ass right now. This is that makes it so when I spin this tire, the other tire will spin the other direction. This is not posi. So let me lift the other side up and see if I can do this. I'm pretty sure I can, but I can't figure out what this rubbing noise is. I've taken all the park and brake stuff off, drove the car, it still rubs. These are all brand new brakes and pads, it still rubs. It's new axles, it's new bearings, and it still does that rubbing when I take a right turn. I don't know what it is, and I don't think it's the differential, because it was doing it before this whole rear end got replaced. So this is a whole different rear end. It's a different rear end, different rotors. I think I replaced the ABS sensor. I think I replaced that. So I don't think it's rubbing the sensor. I have my springs on correctly, so they are not the stupid way where you put the spring on upside down and it hits the tone ring. I have those on correctly, so it's not those. I just don't know what the hell it is. Ramble, robble, robble. Rust it out. Alright, so let me... Pretty sure this is normal. These aren't... There's very slight play up and down on both sides, but it was like that before I put new axles and bearings in. So that's not it. It's not. There's no back forward. You don't get any clunking when you're going reverse forward. There isn't this much play before it turns the drive shaft. But I believe that was always like that. I want to lift the other side. Alright, now we're on this side. So you get the same thing. I believe that's normal because of how these axles are set up. Again, it's a C-clip. The axle goes in, there's a C-clip holding it in place. And there is movement on that. They'll move and get very slight up and down, but that was like that before I replaced the axle and bearings on this side also. So I have no clue what that rubbing noise is. It's been doing it for 2 years. I've decided to just, it's been doing it for longer than that, and I decided to just ignore it. And when something it's a metal on metal rubbing, when it does it enough, you're gonna see where it's happening, but I can't. I have no clue. Unless it is the differential, and the old differential blew up because of it, and then this is a differential that they put on is also bad. It might have a bad outer bearing, the carrier bearing on the right, on the passenger side, might be bad on this differential too. I mean, that's possible. And then that'll eventually blow up, and then I'll have to get another one. I could check the fluid for metal. Pretty sure there's metal in there. And I got the GT350 cover on there, where I got 3 holes I can go check with. Oh well. I got the air shock replaced. I believe it's still. It's got the slight green dot. The one green dot. Where is it? Right there. That's where my leak was, on this side. Hey, at least the bottom is holding. But I guess that's because the shock has air in it and it's expanded. So it holds it in place. That's good to know for one. So you're at the tire again. So when I do brakes and change tires, I can know that that's not going to pull up off the axle. So that wasn't as hard as it seemed. You just need to get under the car and reach up there. And like I said, don't pull on those clips, on the electrical clips. Don't pull out on them, or you're going to do this. Snap them. Look, there's one on both sides. Just move them out a little and push. You just need to move them out a little. If you pull too hard, you're just going to snap them off because they're old, and that's what happens. All right, it's time to drive it around. Well, I know it's not going to need to fill up because just having it up in the air like this, you would hear it. Alrighty then, that's a fix.